Please listen carefully as I explain the protocols for our meet here this evening. First, we are going to begin with diving. We have 17 divers. We're going to roll our divers straight through. When diving is complete, we will have a brief warm-up for the swimmers in events 1 through 8. We'll begin the meet then, and then during the dive break, we'll have the opportunity for swimmers to get back in and warm up as per usual. During the swimming events, we ask that there is only one heat at the blocks at a time and one heat in the water. We will do dive over starts. When the next heat steps up and enters the water or begins their race, the heat that's in the water can exit and the next heat may move up towards the blocks. Please otherwise remain seated, stretch out, get comfy. We have 4 areas on the deck: chairs, bleachers, and mats for you to use. We do ask that you keep your masks on if you are at your seating area. The current timeline we're aiming to hit is 8 p.m. That'll go great as long as everyone is tuned in and ready to race. With that being said, turn it over to the officials and we'll begin with diving.
Divers, let's go. Report behind the board, please. We are beginning the diving right now. Going to go ahead and read out the diving order. Diving first from Blessed Trinity is Pius. Diving second from St. Pius is Carson. Diving third from St. Pius is Parker. Diving fourth from St. Pius is Owen. Diving fifth from Lovett is Jacob. Diving sixth from Lovett is Paul. Diving seventh Lovett is Amelia. Diving 8th from Lovett is Carter. Diving 9th from Lovett is Julia. Excuse me. Julia is from St. Pius. Diving 10th for Lovett is Eliza. Diving 11th for St. Pius is Leah. Diving 12th for Pius is Savannah. Diving 13th for Mount Vernon is Bree. Save it for Hope. Hope is diving 14th from Mount Vernon. Diving 15th is Kinsley from Mount Vernon. And diving 16th for Blessed Trinity, Betty. We have one more. Julia from Blessed Trinity, 17th. Judges ready. Everyone, we're going to get started. Let's have quiet for the diving, please. Here we go. Diving first, Thomas, 102C, somersault tuck, DD14. Carson, 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Forward 6, 6.5, 5. Parker doing a 103C, forward dive, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Forward 6.5, 6, 5.5. Owen doing a 103B, forward 1.5 somersault height, DD 1.7. 103B. Nice dive. 8, 7. Jacob, 101B, forward dive tight, DD 1.3. Forward. 5.5, 6, 6.5. Hall, 101C, forward dive tuck position, DD 1.2. Judges score. 3.5, 4.5, 4.5. Amelia, 101C, forward dive tuck, DD 1.2. Judges scores. 4.5, 5.5, 4. Carter, 101B, forward dive tight, DD 1.3. Judges scores. 6, 6, 6. Julia, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault height, DD 1.7. Judges scores. 4.5, 4.5, 3.5. Leah, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, DD17. Scores. 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Savannah, 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD16. Scores. 6, 6, 5.5. 3, 101C, forward tuck, DD12. Five, 4.5. Hope, 101C, forward dive tuck, DD12. Five, 4, 4.5. Tinsley, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, DD17. Scores. 7.5, 8, 6.5. Nice dive. Maddie, 102A, forward somersault straight, DD16. Arms up. 4, 4.5, 4. Players the first round of diving. 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, DD. Scores. 6, 7, 6.5. Now beginning the second round of diving. Thomas, 103, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD16. Scores. 4.5, 5. Carson doing a 103 forward 2.5 tuck, DD2.4. Scores. 4.5, 5.5, 3.5. Parker, 104C, forward double tuck, DD22. Judges score. 6, 5.5. Owen, 3C, reverse 1.5 somersault tuck, DD.1. Three and a half. Jacob, 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD16. Scores. 6.5, 5, 5.5. Paul, 1, B, forward 1 somersault Judges' scores. 4.5 across. Amelia, 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.4. Judges score. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Nice dive, Amelia. Carter, 103C, forward 1.5 somersault, DD 1.6. Julia, 105B, forward 2.5 somersault height, DD 2.6. Score 8, 7.5, 7.5. Nice dive. Eliza, 302C, 1 somersault height, DD 1.6. Scores. 5.5, 6, 7.5. Nice dive, Eliza. Leah, 104 for 2 somersault, 2.2. Scores. 7, 6, 7.5. Nice dive. 104C for 2 somersault tuck, DD 2.2. Six, 6.5. Bree, 103C, forward 1.5 tuck, DD 1.6. Scores. 5.5, 6, 5.5. Hope, 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Scores. 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 5. Kinsley, 104C, for double 2.2. Scores. 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. Maddie, 1C, forward 1.5 salt tuck, DD 1. Scores. 5.5, 5.5, 5. Julia, 104C, forward double tuck, DD 2.2. Three and a half. Beginning the third round of diving, Thomas, 202C, forward. Excuse me, 202C, back 1 somersault, DD 1.5. Scores 4-4-4. Carson 4-3C. Inward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 1.2. Scores 5.5, 4.5, 4.5. Parker 3-2C, reverse somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Six and a half, 5.5. Nice dive. Owen, 203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 2.8. Six and a half, 6, 4.5. Jacob, 302C, 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Judges score 6.5, 6, 5.5. As a reminder, if everyone could please silence their cell phones. Helpful, thank you. Hall, you're doing a 103C for 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5.5, 5.5. Amelia. The referee is silencing his cell phone. Thank you very much. Amelia, 302C, first 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. A fault has been declared, and so we will subtract 2 points from each judge's score. 2.5, 3, 3.5. Carter, 5121D, forward 1 somersault, 1/2 twist free, 1.7. Scores 4.5, 5, 4. Julia, 203B, back 1.5 height, DD 2.3. Scores 7.5, 7.5. Eliza, 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.5. Judges scores 5.5, 6, 5.5. Leah, 301B, reverse dive pike, DD 1.7. Inward 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Judges 4. 6, 6, 5.5. Brain 201A, back dive straight, DD 1.7. Scores. Three and a half, 4, 4. Hope, 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Scores. 5, 5.5, 5. Kinsley, 203B, back 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 2 point. Excuse me, 203B, back 1.5 somersault hike, DD 2.3. Scores. 6.5, 5.5, 6.5. Nice dive. Maddie, 202A, back 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Scores. 5, 5, 5. Julia, 401B, inward dive pike, DD 1.5. Scores. 6.5, 7.5, 7.5. Nice dive. Beginning the 4th round of diving. Thomas, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Judges scores. 7.5, 6, 6.5. Carson, 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.5. Scores. 5, 5, 5. Parker, 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Scores. 3, 3.5, 4. Owen, 403C, inward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 2.2. Nice dive. Jacob, 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.5. Judges scores. 5.5, 6, 5.5. Nice dive. Hall. 302C, reverse 1, somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Nice dive, Hall. Amelia, 201A, back dive straight, DD 1.7. Scores. 4.5, 4.5, 4. Carter, 51-21D, forward 1 somersault, 1/2 twist 3. Excuse me, I'm Carter. You are doing a 202A, 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Julia is doing a 303B, reverse 1.5 somersault pike, DD 2.4. Judges score. 7.5, 8.5, 8.5. Nice dive. Eliza, 201C, back dive tuck, DD 1.5. Judges score. 4.5, 4.5, 5. Leah, 403C, inward 1.5 somersault tuck, DD 2.2. Five and a half, 4.5. Savannah, 202A, back 1 somersault straight, DD 1.7. Back 1 somersault straight, 202A. We're changing it to tuck, which will be a 202C, DD 1.4. Judges scores. 4.5, 5, 5.5. Bree, 401C, and we're dive tuck, DD 1.4. Scores. 4.5, 6, 5.5. Hope, 301B, reverse dive pike, DD 1.7. Score. 4.5, 4.5, 4. Kinsley, 301C, reverse dive tuck, DD 1.6. Score. 6.5, 6, 7. Maddie, 52-22D. back 1 somersault, 1 twist free, DD 19. Four and a half, 3.5, 3.5. Julia, 402C, inward 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Five and a half. Nice dive. All right, we are beginning the 5th round of diving with Thomas, 402C, inward 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Four and a half, 4.5. Carson, 302C, reverse 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Short. 5, 7, 5. Parker, 202C, back somersault tuck, DD 1.5. Scores 5.5, 6, 5.5. Owen, 5132D, forward 1.5 somersault, 1 twist free, DD 2.2. Scored. 4, 5.5, 5. Jacob, 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Judges score. 5, 6, 5.5. Nice job, Jacob. Hall, 202C, back 1 somersault tuck position, DD 1.5. Score. 4.5, 4.5, 5. Amelia, 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, DD 1.5. Scores 3.5, 5, 3.5. Carter, 401C, inward dive tuck, DD 1.4. Scores 5, 5.5, 5. Julia, 403B, inward 1.5 somersault pike, DD 2.4. Judges score 8.5, 8.5, 8.5. Woo! Eliza, 402C, inward somersault top, DD 1.6. Judges scores. 5.5, 5.5, 5. Leah, 202A, back one somersault straight, DD 1.7. Judges scores. 5, 5.5, 5.5. Nice dive. Savannah, 302C. Reverse one somersault tuck, DD 1.6. Scores. 6.5, 6, 6. Bree, 402C, inward somersault tuck, DD 1.6.